God, it ain't even gotta be no violence. It could be that. Just get away from me. I'm gonna get away from you. You get away from me. Stop talking to me. I'm gonna stop talking to you. Damn. That shit crazy.
Out of nowhere, Slim Thug let loose the name Lil Baby been keeping locked away for years. His so-called sugar daddy ain't no mystery on the block anymore. Slim didn't play coy, he didn't dodge, he didn't whisper rumors. He stared dead into that camera, cracked a slick smirk, and fired the shot. He straight up linked Lil Baby to music executive Mike Rubin. And you can see the exact second Slim let that line fly. The wild part, he didn't even flinch. Whether it was a mistake or a calculated move, Slim looked way too satisfied exposing that bomb. And now the streets are buzzing. Did he really just air out Lil Baby's biggest secret? Lil Baby, on the other hand, is losing it. He's been spazzing online, ranting about folks who won't mind their business, and throwing out threats that if he ever sees Slim Thug in person, it's on sight. Fans are now questioning, has Lil Baby been fronting this whole tough street guy persona while living a whole different reality? If Slim's words are true, that means Mike Rubin ain't just a background figure. He might actually be the secret engine behind Baby's fame and fortune. Could it be the sugar daddy whispers been right the whole time? This saga is just heating up. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment. Let's see what's waiting for us in the next chapter of this crazy story.
What's the reason why you made sure in a world of tattoos, you don't have any?
That was really my only reason, like, from being younger, like, I don't want no tattoo. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug. Like, even though, like, I'm almost a thug, I was a thug.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no thug. You feel? I don't want people to look at me like I'm a thug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. People with tattoos, and to me, you look like a thug.
Damn. Everybody like this nowadays.
Lil Baby usually keeps quiet when it comes to internet chatter, but the second Slim Thug dropped that video, all his worst fears came crawling into the light, and that's when he finally lost it. He stormed onto his IG stories, firing off cryptic messages like, "Dudes love talking until ish gets real." The energy was heated and you could tell he was pressed. But here's the kicker, and that post didn't last long. Lil Baby yanked it down quick, but not before gossip blogs pounced on it, screenshot everything, and blasted it across every forum they could find.
Making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
What up, Mike? Get up off me.
The message wasn't super detailed, but it didn't need to be. It was just enough to get whispers swirling and theories flying all over social media. Some fans were confused, still asking who exactly he was shading. But the ones who've been following the drama for a while, they didn't hesitate. They put 2 and 2 together instantly, pointing fingers at Slim Thug. And once the dots were connected, people started combing through both Slim and Baby's feeds like detectives, digging for shady comments, subtle jabs, hidden clues, anything that could reveal more. That's when the light bulb went off.
Do you see what your new rappers, how they got y'all dressing? What happened to white tees and normal? You girls. Yeah, man. Hey, man, that shit wasn't the flu in my era. I'ma just say that, man. You know what I'm saying? You better put your towel tee on or something, man. Before y'all be doing all this other, y'all turning all the way to girls.
Slim Thug had been throwing smoke Lil Baby's way for a minute, and Baby clearly hit that breaking point. But what pushed Slim Thug over the edge? Believe it or not, a fit Lil Baby wore during a performance. The look showed off his thighs, and Slim took it as the smoking gun he'd been waiting for. In his eyes, it wasn't just an outfit, it was confirmation of every sugar baby rumor tied to powerful men like Mike Rubin. And if you hadn't been paying attention before, you definitely are now. People saw it with their own eyes. Lil Baby stepped out in a tiny tank top, shorts, and a pink belt to tie the whole look together. The internet lit up instantly, with folks cracking jokes behind their screens, turning whispers into full-blown claims that Lil Baby is gay. The outfit didn't just spark laughs, it sent the rumor mill into overdrive. That's when Slim Thug pounced. The second he caught a glimpse of that fit, he hopped online and unloaded, blasting Lil Baby as everything wrong with hip-hop today. And Slim wasn't trolling either. He had his brows scrunched, face twisted with disgust, clearly heated. He didn't sugarcoat it, flat out saying Lil Baby was acting like a girl for rocking clothes like that. You could feel the irritation pouring through the screen, the kind of energy that makes you realize this was personal. But Slim wasn't done firing shots. He kept swinging and dragged another rapper into the storm. Even Young Jock caught a stray during Slim's rant, with Slim clowning a recent look Jock wore, a cropped sweater that left his stomach on display during a show. Slim made it clear, he's got zero patience for rappers stepping outside the masculine box he thinks hip-hop should stay in. Slim wanted everybody to know this wasn't just about clothes to him, it was deeper. He swore Lil Baby's look was the smoking gun that proved something way bigger was being kept under wraps. And the very next thing fans dug up, it made Slim look like maybe he wasn't just talking crazy. People started resurfacing that photo, the one where Michael Rubin and Lil Baby looked practically glued together. The body language was tight, the smiles were way too cozy, and the angle told a story all by itself. Suddenly, it didn't feel like just another group shot anymore, and folks were calling it straight up a mating ritual in public view. And then, right on cue, 50 Cent reposted the pic with a caption basically saying, "What the F is this?" That move lit the match that sent the internet into full meltdown. From there, the digging began. Social media detectives pulled out old receipts and pieced together whispers that had been floating around for years. That Michael Rubin and Lil Baby's bond might have gone way beyond business meetings and music studios. Just like that, the photo wasn't just a flick anymore. People swore it was the missing puzzle piece.
Even the whole Mike Rubin thing.
I was just gonna say.
Like,
I was just about to say.
bruh, I don't play with niggas, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on no funny weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up. And Mike's happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there. We start down there. Bam, I'm telling his ass, Mike, I'll slam your ass in the neck. I'll break your neck. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like, even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them, like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that.
Right.
Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
Right.
The jokes got nastier, the conspiracies louder, and suddenly every snapshot of Baby and Rubin wasn't just a selfie, it was evidence. And one picture in particular had fans convinced they had finally cracked the code. But before diving into those so-called receipts, we gotta take a closer look at the man at the center of it all, the alleged sugar daddy himself, Michael Rubin. Because this guy, he ain't just some random industry plug, he's a real shot caller with power that stretches far beyond hip-hop. Most people might think of Michael Rubin as just another music executive, but behind the curtain, his name has been tied to plenty of shady dealings, especially ones involving powerful men in the industry. He's been linked to those infamous all-white parties, the kind Diddy was once known for. And if you know about those parties, you already know the kind of whispers that come with them. But lately, Rubin's name keeps popping up in one place over and over, right next to Lil Baby's. No matter where Baby shows up, Rubin somehow isn't far behind. He's in the background at the white parties, grinning on private jets, hanging courtside at NBA games, and sliding into every billionaire circle Baby seems to move through. It's like Rubin's fingerprints are stamped all over Lil Baby's lifestyle. And here's where it gets heavier. People say Rubin isn't just the money man greasing the wheels of Baby's career. The talk is that Rubin might actually be the one shaping some of the strange changes fans have been noticing in Lil Baby over the last few months. And Slim Thug, he claims he's got the proof. The way Slim tells it, the things he's been exposing don't just make Baby look suspicious. They blow his whole cover wide open and put his real connections on blast. Remember that viral video Slim was clowning so hard? The one where Baby rocked the short shorts? Well, fans zoomed in too, and the outfit wasn't the only detail catching eyes. People noticed something else. Big, fresh tattoos inked across Baby's legs stamped with 90s Baby. On anybody else, it might have been just another tattoo flex. But with all the smoke swirling around, it felt like another clue in the bigger puzzle. On anyone else, that tattoo might not raise an eyebrow then, but on Lil Baby, it was like a flashing neon billboard. Why? Because for his entire career, Baby made it crystal clear he was against tattoos. He even gave interviews breaking it down and saying he avoided ink because it would make him look ghetto. And he didn't want that image hanging over him if he ever stepped away from rap in the future. Sounds reasonable, right? So why the sudden flip? Why go from being tattoo-free to covering both thighs with a giant 90s Baby stamp and adding another bold tat reading CBFW running down his leg? That's the twist that had everybody talking. Once the clip hit the internet, Fans zoomed in frame by frame, screenshotting, reposting, and writing wild captions that only turned the speculation up higher. Pretty soon, the theories got darker. Some were calling the tattoos a brand, a permanent mark tying him to Mike Rubin, like Baby was Rubin's personal boy toy. And that's when Lil Baby realized the whispers were slipping out of his control. He tried to step in before the story spiraled too far, but the way he handled it only made things look worse. At first, he denied anything shady was going on between him and Rubin. He brushed off that infamous photo, claiming it was just harmless play wrestling that happened to get caught on camera. No big deal, nothing deeper than that, at least that's how he spun it, but fans weren't buying it. Then Baby doubled down on Lil Yachty's podcast, saying he even had security footage that would clear everything up. Instead of shutting down the rumors, that move just poured gas on the fire. Because if nothing's going on, why would you need secret tapes to prove your innocence? But that so-called security footage, he never dropped it. And that silence only made him look guiltier. To the internet, claiming you got receipts but refusing to show them is basically the same as a confession. That's when his own baby mama, Jada Wada, slid in and cracked the door wide open. She admitted the real reason she walked away was because she kept trying to make things work, but in the end, Lil Baby showed her his true colors. She didn't spell it out, but she dropped enough hints for people to connect the dots, and plenty believed those true colors were tied to his alleged bond with Mike Rubin. Then the story got juicier. Instagram model Teresa Levy went on a podcast and spilled about a night she spent with Lil Baby. According to her, the way he acted in the bedroom made her suspect he was bi. She didn't even need to get graphic. The little hints were enough to keep the rumors spinning out of control. But what came next? That's what really flipped the sugar daddy whispers into a full-blown theory. Because while people were already side-eyeing Rubin's role in Baby's world, it was Lil Baby's gambling story that pushed the whole internet over the edge. For those who missed it, Lil Baby once admitted he blew through over $9 million in just 2 days during a gambling spree. Wild, right? And when it looked like he was spiraling out of control, guess who stepped in to save him? None other than Mike Rubin. According to Baby himself, Rubin personally called up casinos and had him banned so he couldn't place another bet. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a loyal friend looking out. But once those other receipts hit the net, people started seeing it differently. Not as kindness, but as a power move. It looked more like Rubin was protecting his investment, making sure Lil Baby didn't embarrass him or crash the brand he's been bankrolling. Fans instantly started drawing comparisons to another infamous duo, Diddy and Clive Davis. And if you know how that story went down, then you already understand why folks think Lil Baby might be heading straight for the same dark road. The whispers aren't just about friendship anymore. People are asking straight up, who's really pulling the strings here? Meanwhile, Slim Thug, he refuses to back down. He's still online, tossing shots, reposting old clips, and making it crystal clear he's daring Lil Baby to say his name outright. And the way things are heating up, a face-to-face clash doesn't sound too far away. That's the part that's got everybody scratching their heads. After all the wild rants, the subliminals, the threats, Lil Baby just went silent. No tweets, no IG stories, no interviews, nothing. And in this game, silence usually means one of two things. Either you're cooking up something big behind the scenes, or you've got nothing left to say. But here's the problem, and when Slim Thug keeps poking, when Mike Rubin's name keeps trending, and when fans keep digging up fresh receipts out of nowhere, going ghost only makes you look even guiltier. The silence starts to feel less like strategy and more like fear. And that's exactly why people are whispering louder than ever. Is Lil Baby protecting his own image, or is he really protecting Mike Rubin? Because let's be real, one more receipt from Slim Thug, one more incriminating clip, and this whole saga could explode. We're talking about rumors turning into a full-blown expose. The kind that doesn't just damage reputations, it can end entire careers. That's the cliff we're standing on right now, and nobody knows who's gonna slip first. So the big question remains, is this the calm before Lil Baby claps back, or is Slim Thug about to drop the kind of bombshell that leaves no room for denial? Either way, the drama ain't over as it's just getting messier. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment because you're not gonna wanna miss what comes next. See you on the next one.